Welcome to the Committee on Arts, Entertainment, Sports, Tourism, and Internet Media. Right before we get started, I just want to announce real quick that Assemblyman Miguel Santiago will be sitting in as a substitute for Assemblymember Adrina Zariam. While we're waiting for our author, Secretary, can you please call roll so we can establish a quorum?
Calderon.
Here.
Obernolte.
Here.
Chu.
Here.
Hadley.
Here.
Levine.
Here.
Medina. Santiago. We have a quorum.
Great. We do have a quorum today. We have one file item, AB 735 by Assemblymember Ridley Thomas, Post-Secondary Education State Athletic Bill of Rights. After our committee, this bill will be referred to higher education. So as soon as he shows up, we will get started. Assemblyman Ridley Thomas, welcome, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Get started when you're ready.
Thank you. I'm here this morning. Happy New Year to you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. Here to present AB 735, which moves the sunset on the Student-Athlete Bill of Rights. We have other Bill of Rights and statute. It helps protect those that we're concerned greatly about. In this case, we'd like to move the sunset permanently, and we thank your staff for working collaboratively with us because we know that some students will have a non-traditional tenure, and in the common 4-year scheme. I think the average in California is 6 years, so we want to create certainty for those students and make sure that we continue to increase graduation rates and college completion rates and student success rates among those who are in institutions of higher education. With that, I would respectfully request an aye vote and welcome any questions you may have, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. Witnesses in support? Members from the public like to speak in support of the bill? Witnesses in opposition? Members of the public like to speak in opposition to the bill? Questions or comments from the committee? Mr. Abernathy?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Ridley Thomas, I understand that all of the affected schools here in the state of California that are affected under SABRE are members of the Pac-12, and that after the state of California passed this piece of legislation, that the Pac-12 adopted substantially similar protections for all the members of the Pac-12. So I'm just wondering why it's necessary to remove the sunset, given that even if we failed to remove the sunset, it would seem like the provisions would still be enforced.
And they are voluntary provisions, and that's not doesn't have the force of law. So Pac-12, as a part of the NCAA, have adopted the Bill of Rights protections, and we want to make sure that those protections continue to be enjoyed by the students that they cover. So it's voluntary by virtue of the Pac-12 being a voluntary association. State law is driving to make sure that we continue to have those protections, regardless of the whims of the governing board of the Pac-12 or the NCAA. Those are both voluntary organizations.
Right. That makes sense. Thank you.
We have a motion and a second. Closing?
With respectfully requesting an aye vote. Thank you for your consideration, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Please call the roll.
Calderon.
Aye.
Calderon, aye. Obernolte.
Aye.
Obernolte, aye. Chu.
Aye.
Chu, aye. Hadley.
Aye.
Hadley, aye. Levine.
Aye.
Levine, aye. Medina. Santiago.
Aye.
Santiago, aye. Do pass.
Okay. Or is double referred to higher ed, so good luck, everybody.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Chairman.
All right, this so adjourns the Committee on Arts, Entertainment, Sports, Tourism, and Internet Media, unless we want to hold it open for Assemblymember Medina. Do we know when he's going to be back?
No, it's keep cleaning, so it can.
Okay. Well, we were going to go ahead and adjourn. Thank you. Gavel down.